Hello everybody, and welcome back to Return of Reckoning. No, it's not. It's Elder Scrolls Online. Why do I always say that? Elder Scrolls Online, and we're still doing the Markarth story. So, I think everything's working okay. We shall find out. Not sure if you'll notice, but I've got a new monitor. I don't think it'll show on that. I'm currently in 1440p. Right, where have we got to go to? We have got to go there, but we've also got to go there. So where's the nearest waypoint? I'm thinking it'll be that one. Nope, don't spend money we don't need to. Calm down. Yeah, we'll go that one. Yeah, I've got a new monitor and it's messing with my systems a little bit. I was thinking about doing some Return of Reckoning today because I won't be doing it on Friday. But for some reason it's switching the my windows about on my setting monitor, which is very strange. Right, so we need to go all the way across there then. Yeah, it looks like we're going the wild way. We'll go across... no, we're not going that way. We'll go this way, definitely. Here. Wood. Yeah, so I'm going to have to spend some time trying to sort that out before tomorrow. Oh, what have we done? I think I've changed the skill around on Isabel as well.
Ready to write the next chapter of our tale?
Just so you know, skills. Yeah, I've given her Ritual Salvation, which gives her the rune of protection for 8 seconds. Standing in the rune reduces damage they and their allies take by 20%, which is great. And if it's a Deirdre or a werewolf, it's a further 20%. So yes, we'll have some of that. Might help us stay alive a bit better against some of these harder bosses. Right, we're going over this way. Yeah.
Night never yields. Guard up. Get moving.
Yes, and I've done E.S.O a few times again since last I talked about the Sergeant set, and I still haven't got the lightning one stuff. So right, we need to keep going over that way.
I don't shirk from
To get the waypoint. Oh, that's where we need to go. There's the waypoint we need. Right. Go to the orrery chamber. Oh, 4 million hit points. Might come back. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Good quality there.
Might be a bit much for me and Isabel on our own. What's that? That's a rune. Can't resist.
Escaped, Count. But we intercepted this letter.
A moment, Fenorian. The darkness has passed. Well done acquiring this letter.
Never mind the pat on the back, Verandis. What happened?
It's nothing. A distraction. Our friend has arrived, and we must not waste any time. The Dark Heart. The episodes grow more frequent. Each time the currents swell, it's like I'm losing myself to the darkness. We must uncover Radha's plan before that happens. Perhaps this coded message will tell us more about the Darkstorm. I see that Radha has employed his mother tongue to obscure the message. I remember his language, and the Grey Host ciphers well. This isn't a dispatch. It's a letter. To me. No, he's trying to persuade me. Convince me that his path is the right one. Prove to me that the dream we once shared is within reach. The letter outlines, in essence, the recipe for Radha's Darkstorm. Not in and of itself. He wants me to follow in his footsteps. To see what he did and learn the truth of what he promises. In doing so, however, I will discover how to stop it. He's bearing his throat to me, confident I will not bite, but I must. I must seek a place in the Reach where the land was sundered from Tamriel. And I must study the void through Night Hollow eyes. And finally, I must learn about keystones in Badar Zel. In my current state, I don't trust myself. Will you go in my stead?
Okay.
I leave the course of the journey up to you, but these three will go ahead to assist you. Lyris to Understone Keep, Gwendis to the Night Hollow Archives, and Fenorian to Badar Zel. I'm sorry to put this all upon your shoulders, but it's better that I remove myself from this journey. You can see what Rodda intends to show me with impartial eyes. Learn the secrets of the Darkstorm, and together, we'll unravel Rodda's plans. That's a distinct possibility, but I don't believe Rodda intends to kill me. At least not yet. He has something to prove. That need will stay his hand better than any armor. We don't have the luxury of ignoring his invitation in any case. Rodda is a prideful man. When I deserted the Grey Host, it wounded him deeply. He wants to prove that I was wrong to doubt him. What he doesn't understand is that I never doubted what he could accomplish. I just feared what it would cost. If this is a trap, you're the one walking into it. But if he does return to the orrery while you're gone, I will buy whatever time I can. Until then, there are things I also need to accomplish.
Okay. Where do we need to go then? Oh, we've got one over there. What do this? Shall we do that one first? I was pretty close to a way shrine over there. We shall do that.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
Learn about the keystones. Okay, on the way in.
I made some interesting discoveries while I was waiting. Bitharzel is more intact than the few other dwarven ruins I visited. I spotted a chamber that appears related to the Keystones. But more intact doesn't mean completely intact. The path ahead is blocked. Therein lies the problem. My vampiric abilities make traversal somewhat trivial, but you can't follow. I do believe I've come up with a solution, though. Potentially. Theoretically, I noted numerous void portals scattered around Bitharzel. I understand you and Verandis encountered them before. I'm no expert on teleportation, but these should allow you to navigate the ruins and pick out a safe path. May I suggest trying to reach the void portal at the top of that tower first? It seems like a good vantage point to survey the layout of this ruin. I'm sure you'll figure out a way past the blockage in no time. As Verandis explained...
Okay. Void top of what tower? That tower.
It worked! I mean, of course it worked. I'll be waiting on the other side.
Where do we need to go? Aha. Random. Good morning, how are you? Or good afternoon from where I am. I very nearly played War today instead of this, because I won't be doing War on Friday. I'll do it tomorrow, but I won't be able to do it on Friday. Is that where we just came from? Yes, I am. I'm playing tomorrow, yes. Aha. Can't reach it. Yes, this is underground mushroom city kind of thing. Can't seem to grab that. It's slightly frustrating. And we appear to be stuck. Okay, that's not good. No, yes, no, yes, no. Oh, no, 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 hang on a minute. I don't want to go to the nearest way shrine. No, put me. Yeah, I think I'm stuck. Well, that's not good. Yeah, get me unstuck. I hope there's a way shrine near here. I don't think there is though. Alright, put me there again. Right. Up we go. Right, so we need to get across there somehow. I've never played it. I've watched a few videos on it. I've seen other people play it. Need to get over to that one somehow. That one's no good to me. That one is. Oh, there. Come on, give me a look on it. I can't see any others to go to. I didn't think distance was a problem with these. Alright. Let's go and find out. Can't see it from there. the hell? Oh, they were nasty in Skyrim. Chorus. They were very nasty.
Any battle we can walk away from, eh?
Nope, don't want to do that.
You've met your match.
Void Mother.
I had every confidence you wouldn't get sucked into some boundless void. The repository is just through this door.
We made it.
Let's see what we can find. This looks like some kind of manufacturing equipment.
Gods, I can't get the smell of the blood off my hands.
It was a mercy. You know that.
I ruined her, Rodder, body and soul. I played God and Lysolda paid the price. I'm a damn fool.
A fool once told me there is no such thing as damnation. Only souls who have lost hope.
That's not fair, Rodder.
You said it with such conviction I could not argue. You have not forgotten our promise, I hope.
We'll seek salvation.
Yes, you can, Random.
together. Thank you, Rodder.
Dragon Knight. Sorcerer. Warden. Necromancer. Nightblade. Have I got one missing now? I think I might have one missing now. Are these not pickable up? Right, so we need to find Lord Saundred from Tamriel. Go on to the Nighthall Archive. What are you doing, Nick? Yeah, not only can you play different classes, every class can play all the different roles, like tank, DPS, healer. Every one of them can play all the same ones. Why is it showing back down there?
I have some ideas about how the Night Hollow can survive this setback. Thrive.
Meet Gwendis at Blackreach. I think some of them are harder than others. I wouldn't say any of them are too hard.
Looking forward to seeing what
This
you do best.
particular, I'm playing a sorcerer at the moment, and that is really
Over here. Night Hollow
very easy at the moment. Especially on the one bar setup, using the
should be right inside.
using the ring.
Writings we recovered from Lady Boleyn
It's very easy.
and the Night Hollow Testament. That's probably what we're looking for. Just watch yourself. The place is locked down tight.
Well, this particular class I'm playing, and with this setup, most things are pretty easy on it.
Got recharged when the Dark Heart woke up. They patrol the outer wall in shifts. One door in and out. It's locked, but they carry keys.
Especially in the stories.
You got it. I haven't been able to keep track of their comings and goings, so there's no telling which vampires have the keys. Attacking them could attract unwanted attention. If you want to find a more discreet way past that
I
wall,
suppose they could, but if you play them all the time, no, not really. If you play that particular class all the time, and you know what you're doing with it, then they're all pretty easy. I've got level 50, Dragon Knight, Sorcerer, and Templar. That's the other class I was missing, Templar. And the Templar is probably easier than this.
remember, get keys off the patrolling vampires or find another way to get inside. Either way, let's get into the archive. Find this Night Hollow Testament and get back to Verandis, alright? I'll scout around on my own and catch up to you. Rada al-Saran wants Verandis to study the Void through Night Hollow eyes, right? According to Lady Boleyn's writings, the secrets to harnessing the Dark Heart's power, Void power, could be found in the pages of that book. It's perfectly obvious.
Well, the reason I play this tune all the time when I'm streaming is it's got all my crafting on it and everything. Skills, there we go. I'm max level on nearly all the skills. Alchemy maxed 50. So I think there's only scrying. I'm at one level short of max. Yeah, I'm one level short of max on scrying. So he's maxed on all the crafted skills.
If I see something that might help, I'll let you know.
in the saddle.
Oh, hello.
Stow your weapons, my friend. We've won.
I think possibly one of the hardest classes is Necro. necromancer. I think that's not as easy. Why is that showing out there? But the DK's got good defence, so he's good up close, and he's got a damn sight more health than this one. I think I'm currently on 24k health. My DK has got 50k health, I think. But I've not tried him out properly since I turned him into a 1-bar.
Side by side, let's work together.
I must try him out soon.
That's a grey host Pentarch, probably after the same thing as us. What's that beside him? That wasn't as difficult as I expected. Now let's enter the archive. As far as libraries go,
I mean, this class, you can even spec this out to be a tank as well if you wanted to.
that's done. Hey, why is this trinket over here glowing?
This is feasible.
No, rather merely a possibility, but the soul binding required.
We can save our kindred from Cold Harbor's torment, and you quibble over the cost? Is your heart so cold?
Even if you returned our kindred to life, Molag Bal's claim to their souls would remain. Our contracts are inviolable.
Another obstacle to overcome.
You think the Prince of Domination is merely an obstacle? Rodder, listen to yourself.
Kneeling when I should have stood proud was the greatest mistake I ever made. I will not repeat it.
Well, I'm better off not doing it. But the skill system on E.S.O is
Why?
built so that you can do it, and it would be viable to play it. You could turn him into a tank quite easily just by switching out a few skills. Well, maybe all the skills that I'm using. It's like the Dragon Knight. My spec is a tank, but you can give him a lightning staff or a flame staff and give him the right armour and the right skills, and he becomes just as viable as a ranged DPS. Right, I think we might.
We've got this!
Yeah, we can go outside, I think. Oh, but we're right near a waypoint. No point spending money when you don't need to. Right. to Markarth.
Over here, partner.
Lewis.
Got bad news and worse news.
Great.
Already exchanged words. Most of them insults. The only agreement we came to was that he'd stop sending his stone hands to toss me out if I stopped breaking their noses. It wasn't a fight until he sent his stone hands against me. Wasn't much of one after that, come to think of it. We got as far as Sundered Land when he shouted something about Markarth and called up his personal guard. That's what I was trying to find out when Caddock got all angry and said something about my head and a pike on the wall. Look, you talk to him. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Markarth would be a ghost town if it wasn't for you. If that doesn't earn you the courtesy of an audience, I can go back to breaking noses.
Okay.
The Ard is in his throne room. We just need to know where to find the land sundered from Tamriel. According to Rada al-Saran's letter, it's somewhere in the Reach. Oh, and I'm not apologizing. Not to Caddock, anyway. Sorry.
Okay.
Varys is so intimidating. How can you stay so calm around someone so powerful?
Rapport increase with Isabel. Nice. She's great, Lewis.
Fill of Reeker's grace in my presence today. Seeing is how you've shed blood for me, and mine. I'll give you my ear, but make it quick. My bile's up, and too much talk will likely make it churn.
No, I haven't. Once again, I've seen lots of videos on it, but I've never played it.
Ah, you speak with that half-giant's tongue. What business is it of yours? What I do with my land? I gave that parcel to Markarth years ago. It was his to offer to Bal, as he pleased. Why dredge up such dealings now? Aye.
How are you finding it, Random?
Half-giant both, so the crows say. Don't think I've not spied on you, same as Lady Belaine. I gave that land to Markarth long before the god of schemes brought his wrath to your empire. The leaders of his cult cast it to oblivion.
Ah, right, okay.
Markarth didn't call me confidant. When he departed, he said the failure here would forge his success elsewhere. I never saw him again. If you want to know his mind, you'll have to see what he wrought yourself. I'll open them. There's a lift in Nichuan's cell that'll take you to the Sundered Land. I'll keep it sealed, for reasons that should be obvious, but I'll see you're granted passage. Now, off you go, and take the prickly she-wolf with you. Not so long ago, Reach folk ruled the Empire. We had our lands...
Zero Gear. I don't know that one.
Starred.
That's a name I've not seen before.
We were driven back into the mud by the usurper. Markarth pledged justice for my people if I gave him shelter. A dark spirit's bargain, to be sure. No. The usurper, Varen, lost his lands, his throne, and so much more. What Markarth promised me was given. If that don't sit well with you, I got no apologies to give. I can only tell you, that's where my dealings with...
Right, okay. Not my type of game then. Who's that? Another player? Who's that? Find the land sundered from Tamriel. Okay.
Got the information we need? Good.
Yeah, the type of games I play nowadays are MMOs. And city builders. I like playing a lot of city builders at the moment. Yes, I know, yeah. A diggy building game. I used to play quite a bit of Minecraft and that. But not so much anymore.
Side by side, let's work together. Stendarr, protect us from harm.
Yeah, building crafting.
It's Rada al-Saran. This is our chance.
Pity. I wanted Verandis to see this place for himself.
Hey, there's another memento here. Like the one Fëanorian found near Bethar Dams.
Are those my notes?
Verandis, forgive me. As ever, your genius captivates me. I had no idea you made such progress.
I'm still no closer to a viable solution.
You're closer than you think.
How can you know that?
I discussed your findings with a new ally. They claim it will work. Only your trepidation holds us back.
I thought you'd changed. That you sought penance. I won't participate in mass murder!
Our dream is within reach, and you're still concerned for the mortals.
Verandis and
Verandis?
Rada al-Saran seemed pretty friendly back in the day. Did you know about that?
Right, is that it? Yeah, like I said before, I was going to do a bit of Return of Reckoning today, but I switched the monitor out. I've got a brand new monitor at 1440p, and I was going to stream it and then suddenly decided to change the view on my second monitor, so all the windows went to one side and I couldn't see what was going on with them. I changed return of rating into 1440, and then my UI didn't fit. You know, the custom UI that I use, that didn't fit, so I'd have to do a complete UI, so I had to put it back to 1080p. So it was all very weird. So I'm going to have to look at that this afternoon and tomorrow morning, so I can stream tomorrow afternoon.
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done. Stow your weapons, my friend. We've won. That was it, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Not dogs, wolves. Wolfman. Okay.
Ready to ride.
together.
Whoa, what happened there?
The past is ancient history. Rodder's intentions were to sway me back to his side.
That's not good enough, Count. Why didn't you tell us that this was all your fault?
Father, it wasn't just your research that let him revive the Grey Host. The actual procedure was your creation.
You don't understand. Please tell me you found out more about the Darkstorm. The others see conspiracies where there are none. Just past sins that I thought long buried. They say you found everything that Rodder wanted me to discover. Tell me about the Sundered Land, the Night Hollow studies, and remember the journey Rodder sent me on. The one you took in my place. It was to follow in his footsteps, to see how he reached this moment in time. This stone, it's a shard of oblivion lost in our world. How would that help him save the Grey Host? To see the void through Night Hollow eyes. Yes, it's written in the tongue of the first vampires. I can read it, but barely. In addition to other things, this is basically a spell book. It's full of rituals to appease and make use of the Dark Heart. Was the point to show me the inner workings of the mysterious dwarven keystones? We know Rodder used one to link the Dark Heart's power to not only the Olgrey, but to the Grey Host as well. I can feel the pull of the heart just thinking about it. What you discover doesn't tell us much about the Darkstorm, at least not yet. But the picture is beginning to form in my mind. Rodder's letter provided one more clue. He claims to have a laboratory inside this very structure. We just have to find it. It's true that Rodder often relied on myself and later Zingalis to handle it. Who would remain behind that could stand against Rodder? I fear that even the darkness crashes against my... Using my auramancy, I turned the magic on the orrery itself. It's true that Rodder often relied on myself.
Find the hidden laboratory.
Come, Ravenwatch, Titanborn. We can't let the specters of the past distract us from our mission.
Very well. I wish we had more to go on.
Is Lyris seeing someone?
I think we're getting
You know-
closer. A
You know
moment.
what? Don't answer that. Forget I
Since
asked. Where were we going next?
Rodder has been this way.
Concealed wing.
Careful! That Night Hollow vampire radiates the power of the Dark Heart.
We are mighty!
It says talk to Count Brandis. Ah, there it is. It finally appeared.
Rodda has taken my research in directions I never imagined. Dwemer machines, Night Hollow rites, Reach witchcraft, all arrayed around that pedestal. Yes, I'm beginning to see how the pieces you retrieved fit together. He's building a bridge through the void. The Oblivion Shard serves as a lodestone to point to his destination, but Cold Harbor is precisely the place he would want to avoid. Rodda has always sought to escape Molag Bal's hold on his soul. Cold Harbor is the place where Bal's power is absolute. It makes no sense, unless Cold Harbor isn't his destination. Gather the Fenorian will reproduce the Reach alchemy while Gwendis performs the Night Hollow rites. You must manage the Dwemer machines controlling the tonal, etheric, and kinetic energies. These Dwemer devices, they are similar to pieces of the orrery itself. They manipulate various cosmic forces, tonal, etheric. The components you retrieved from Bathar Zel showed me that the keystones consist of these same sorts of devices, just on a smaller scale. Rodda pointed us to the means and method of recreating his work. We are attempting to harness these Dwemer devices. They are...
Ah. Wow, it takes some time for some of these to pop. Got it.
Fenorian will reproduce the Reach alchemy while Gwendis performs the Night Hollow. These Dwemer devices, they are similar to pieces of the orrery itself. They manipulate... The components you retrieved from Bathar Zel showed me that the keystones consist of these same sorts of devices. Rodda pointed us to the means. We are attempting to harness force.
I've appeared to have done that. Not activating. Where else is there? What are we not seeing? Where's he gone? What's going on? Let's exit and come back in again. See, that triggers it. Follow Ferrandis' instructions, which we have done. Okay, need to check on this, I think. No, that's not it. Somebody's saying here, is it bugged? It says to log out and log back in again. We shall try that. Apparently it's a well-known bug. Well, this hasn't been a good episode, has it? We got stuck and we've had a bug.
Yes, this is it. I can feel the echoes of Rodder's work here.
Right, here we go.
Rodder has taken my research in directions I never... Yes, I'm beginning to see how the pieces you retrieved fit together. He's building a bridge. Rodder has always sought to escape. Fenorian will reproduce the Reach alchemy while Gwendis performs the Night Hollow rites. You must manage the Dwemer machines controlling them. These Dwemer devices, they are similar to pieces of the Olgrey. The components you retrieved from Bathar Zel showed me that the keystone... Rodder pointed us to the means and method of recreating. We are attempting to harness forces. These Dwemer devices, they are similar to pieces of the Orrery itself. They manipulate various cosmic forces, tonal, etheric, and kinetic, To chart the components you retrieved from Bathar's Zelj. Now to begin, start by adding etheric power.
What power did he say then? That's not the one.
Now, quickly. I need more kinetic power.
Kinetic.
Now, some tonal energy.
The reach ritual. It's catalyzing too quickly.
Quickly, help Fenorian. We're losing kinetic energy. I need more. I need an influx of etheric power. Gwendis needs your help with the Night Hollow Rite. Adjust the tonal frequency, quickly. We almost have it, just a little more. I'm losing control of it. Reduce the kinetic energy. The Night Hollow Rite is surging. Help Gwendis.
Oh, don't tell me it's bugged out again.
The tonal harmonics are in discord. Change the output. We'll need the alchemical reaction soon. Recalibrate the etheric power. It's too little. The kinetic mechanism is off balance. Set it right. We're close. Help Gwendis with the Night Hollow Rite once more. Catalyze the Reach alchemy now!
What?
Initiate a tonal cascade and hang on!
Tunnel.
I can see it! I can see everything!
Well, that was a bit wacky, to say the least.
Rodder found it. A piece of land sundered from the Reach, caught between Mundus and Oblivion. It is both and neither, outside the grasp of Ball, or any prince for that matter. He plans to gift the Grey Host with his sanctuary. Don't you see? In their own realm, free from Molag Ball's tyranny, the Grey Host can live forever. And with the connection to Mundus and the power of the Dark Heart,
why are you not seeing the... Are you seeing the chat on the right hand side of the screen there? According to my Twitch page, you're not. Well, that could be because I minimised a little bit. Are you getting full screen there? I'll have to check that afterwards.
the Dark Heart, Rodder's drawing on its power. I can feel it tearing away. To the orrery. Hurry. To the orrery. Hurry. Rodder! Stop! Don't make me fight you!
This is the chance you never thought possible. The door to our salvation stands open, Verandis. Come, finish what we started. All will be forgiven.
Rodder, don't do this!
The void energy is consuming you, Verandis. I can show you how to control it. Just follow me.
What happened? Where'd the bastard go this time?
He's gone, Lyris. To the one place where he can complete his plan. I understand it all clearly now. Rodder has opened the gateway to his sanctuary. In that distant realm, he can summon his Darkstorm using the power of the Dark Heart. He'll consume the Reach to fulfill his promise. No. Not good at all. The Darkstorm requires power on an unprecedented scale. Darkness that will cover the Reach and send every mortal soul it touches into the Dark Heart. In turn, the power of the Heart will flow through the orrery to feed the storm. It will tear the Grey Host from Molag Ball's clutches and preserve them for eternity in his sanctuary realm. Death will become as much a petty inconvenience to them as to any Daedra. They will become truly immortal. To end the Darkstorm, once it's begun, I need to enter Rodder's sanctuary realm and take control of the ritual. I can't ask you to join me, but I won't dissuade you if your course is set. Just know that I can't guarantee we'll be able to return. Rodder showed us the door, and we forged the key. I have to follow. I have to stop the Darkstorm, For as you have seen from Rodda's oromancy, this monstrosity is my creation. Whether you decide to accompany me or not, know that I value our friendship. Rodda has started the ritual in his sanctuary realm. I can feel the pull in the darkness. Soon the dark storm will consume the energy in the dark heart. Then more people of the Reach will die to feed the heart and power this apocalyptic storm. Rodda aligned the orrery in order to make his escape. Use the keystone on the dwarven mechanism to control it. That should open a breach we can travel through. Then, maybe, I'll have a chance to stop this storm I created. I never intended my theories to be turned into reality. When my research into a way to grant mortals the same immortality as vampires kept leading down dark paths, I abandoned it. I should have also destroyed it. Rodda corrupted it for his own ends. When you're ready, activate the mechanisms on each of those platforms in sequence. This process should be less risky than what we attempted earlier, I believe. Rodda has already aligned the device to point to our destination. Theoretically, we need only reactivate the orrery to open the gateway. Be on your guard, nevertheless.
Okay. Right, I'm going to have to take a quick bio. I will be right back. There we go. We are back. I'm a bit concerned about this. Doesn't seem like I'm getting full screen on that. Okay. Well, I'll finish the stream off and I'll check it later. Okie dokie. Right, where are we up to?
Gwendis, Fenorian. We shall remain here.
What? No way!
Someone must keep the orrery in operation. They give me an earful when we return.
I'm holding you to that. Understand?
Fenorian?
I can almost understand it. Rada al-Saran's desire, I mean. The unpleasantries of living with this curse have haunted me a long time. The thought of what awaits me in the afterlife fills me with no less dread. Anyone would seek an escape. I'd be lying if I said no. But the price of salvation is too high. Rada al-Saran will doom thousands of souls to fates worse than death so that he and his chosen can escape. I don't need an eternity with that on my conscience. You and my father will see this through. I know it. Just come back, all right? You both still owe me a proper reunion. I'll do all I can to keep the orrery in alignment, but I don't know how long it can sustain this. I don't believe it was designed to have this amount of power coursing through it. I'm fairly certain the dwarves built this as an observatory to chart the world.
Okay. Laris.
This is it then. Everything that happened in Windhelm, Solitude, and Markarth. More than ready. I've sworn my blade to thrones and causes, but my blood and bones are Nord. If Rada al-Saran thinks he can ravage my homeland and get away with it, he's about to be very wrong. Trying to scare me off? I know what we're getting into. But if we do get stuck, can't say I'm looking forward to another romp in Oblivion. I've seen enough of the place for 10 lifetimes. Every place I've visited in Oblivion has been different. Chains and machines for Molag Bal. Endless libraries for Hermaeus Nora.
Okay.
Is Lyris...
Gwendis.
You're really just going to hurl yourselves through the void and hope for the best? I was really hoping Varadis had something tricky up his sleeve. I guess there's nothing left to do but smack Rada al-Saran in his self-righteous face. You just bring Varadis back. Promise me.
Okay.
You better. The only reason I'm agreeing to stay behind is because you're going with him. I can count on one finger the number of people I'd trust with this. So get this done. We'll be waiting to hear all about it when you get back. Well, this is it. The portal that leads... Now you sound like Varandas before a trip.
Okay. Come on, Varandis.
Travel into the unknown. Take a moment. Speak to our companions. Make whatever peace will calm your soul. When you're ready, we shall enter the portal. No. I have worked all my life to atone for the hubris of my first years as a vampire. Rada went to great lengths to remind me of my damnation. And I still can't control the darkness racing through my blood. I may not be able to do what must be done. Those words keep
Okay.
the portal into the dark.
That's cool. How do we do this? It's the other ramp.
I expect you back before Fenorian gets bored. Don't make me come in there after you.
We shall endeavor to return shortly. Farewell, my friends.
Are we leaping into the gaping portal or not?
Greyhaven. Well, it doesn't look good. Oh,
Ready?
I can mount. I don't think it'll be worth it.
Get back, you bastards!
Laris.
There you are. Damn shades are everywhere. Where's Varandas?
Don't know.
Up that rise. We'll find him. In the sky. That must be the Dark Storm.
What do you say to some celebratory sweets?
Mother, stop! I don't want to fight you!
Look at you, Verandis. The Dark Heart is overwhelming you.
Great host. The Dark Storm must be working!
I won't do as you...
Will you really embrace death and damnation just to spite me,
Verandis is
old
in trouble.
friend?
We have to hurry.
Rhoda,
What is that? Oh, it's one of those. Okay.
I forgive you, Verandis. You didn't turn your back on our dream. You lost hope. That is my gift to you. I can save you. I can save all of us. Salvation is within our grasp. All you need to do is take hold.
you really think we'll have peace here?
No guts, no glory.
Not looking good, this.
The Grey Host will be an unstoppable force. Nothing will be beyond our reach.
Rhoda, your dream was never mine. It ends here.
Verandis, we are nearly free. Verandis! Join our forsaken kin in Molag Bal's teeth, you traitor! Watch
You've met your match.
as I destroy everything you cherish.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this, you bastard!
This is the sword that split Lecky's blade, reforged in bitter blood. You will taste it soon. I'll draw the boundaries of my kingdom with your blood. Drown in the blood of your betters. A frigid death is more merciful than you deserve.
Is that all you got, leech?
Whoa.
We need a new strategy. The Dark Heart tugging on those souls. I'll need more souls to cage Rhoda and continue to slay the Grey Host.
Sometimes this power almost feels worth the price I paid.
That's it. Keep feeding their souls to the Dark Heart. I can use this power.
The Ashen Lord calls you to serve.
All of the souls are collected and must be released. I've woven a trap. Bring Rodder to me.
That's sure to leave an impression.
Verandis, you dare raise your hand to me?
That's it! I'll have the soul trap ready in a moment. Bring Rodder to the soul trap.
I can't.
return this. Goodbye, wretch. The work of Millennia will not be stopped by the likes of you.
Impressive!
The Dark Heart is depleted. Slay more of the Grey Host to fill it.
Enough of your pointless...
Easier said than done. Isabel's too good at her job.
The work of Millennia will not be stopped by the likes of you. Goodbye, wretch. Enough of your pointless defiance. How can you turn the Dark Heart against me? The work of Millennia will not be stopped by the likes of you.
Wow, he's a tough old bird, isn't he?
March, my legion, and win your salvation.
Ah, sit, get in here.
We're in this together!
Don't let up!
Come, my brothers and sisters, devour them. Goodbye,
Get
wretch.
moving!
I'm about to summon the Soul Trap. Get ready!
Enough of your pointless defiance.
Raja will be vulnerable here.
Goodbye, wretch. The work of Millennia will not be stopped by the likes of you. of your pointless defiance. Goodbye, wretch. Enough of your pointless defiance.
When I offered you my blade, I had no idea we'd get to do things like this.
Goodbye, Rhoda. I wish I could have found salvation for us both. Ah! The Darkstorm rages. I must take control.
It will kill you!
If I don't stop the Darkstorm, then my death will be the least of our worries. Gods, this power! It's everything Rhoda said it would be! I see. I can't... You and Lyris must go. But I can only control the Darkstorm from here. I understand now what must be done to stop it. I can use the power of the Dark Heart one last time. Not any that can make everything right. I brought about this tragedy through my naivete. Through my selfish desires. Through my damn ideals and curiosity. It's my time of reckoning, not yours.
Come on, Loris.
This is farewell.
I don't want to owe you, Verandis!
Have faith. Rhoda's last gift was hope.
Ooh. Very dramatic.
You're back. But where's Verandis?
He's staying behind. I'm sorry.
He's staying? No. He promised. He promised me.
It was the only way to...
Look out! The Dark Heart! It's dormant. Verandis must have done it. He stopped the Darkstorm.
Arana?
And he got out. Oh no, he saved her. Brought her back from the dead.
I can breathe. I'm alive?
Wow.
I'm no illusion. Flesh and blood. Alive as can be. I can't say myself. I remember being here, in this room. I remember the wound. Then nothing but a cold, icy current dragging me under. I drowned for so long. Until a warm hand fished me out. I couldn't see. Everything was just warmth and light. There was a voice, though, guiding me, calling me back. It sounded like Verandis. As I live and breathe, it was Verandis who led me here. I don't understand much of what occurred, but of that, I'm certain. That, and I didn't come back alone. There were a great many others drowning in that icy current. I'm certain I wasn't the only one pulled ashore. It's just a feeling, but a strong one. I want to see if that feeling speaks true. Markarth. That's where the spirits call me now. I have no fondness for the place, but that's where my people need me. You did what you thought was best, and the price I paid has been returned. None of us could have imagined this is where our path would lead, but I've no complaints with the outcome. No complaints at all. Markarth. That's where the spirits call me now. I have no fondness for the place, but that's where my people need me. You did what you thought was best.
Did I hear you right? Verandis brought that woman back to life? Not just raised her from the dead, actually restored her body and soul? Was that what the Count meant by making it right? He didn't just stop the Darkstorm. He used it to free the souls from the Darkheart. We've got to get to Mark. Isn't that where Rada al-Saran harvested souls for the Darkheart? If Verandis released them all, maybe you go on ahead. Fen and Gwendis could use them. Just bringing one person back should be impossible.
This is so intimidating.
Okay then.
How can you stay so calm around someone
Markarth.
powerful?
I was hoping to catch up.
What is it?
Hear that? Markarth is celebrating. That magnificent bastard really did it. He brought them back. The Count enjoyed his mysteries, but yeah, I think so. When we started this, I thought the best we could do is pay al-Saran back for the lives he stole. Guess I should have set my sights higher. We rest. With Rada al-Saran dead, the Grey Host is finally buried for good. We couldn't have done it without you, partner. So eat, drink, find some company for your bed. And tomorrow, we'll probably have to do this all over again. It may seem odd coming from a Nord, but I'm glad to see all these Reach folk alive and well. They seem content, but I'm sure they wouldn't mind us bringing them a few more reasons to celebrate. News of Rada al-Saran's death won't compare to the dead returning to life, but I'm sure Kadik will be relieved to hear it. You find the Ard and let him know there's nothing to fear from the Grey Host anymore. Tell him he has Verandis. Why spoil the mood? I think I'm going to take a moment. I haven't done that since Fenorian and I arrived in the Reach. Just fine. Even the great Lyris Titanborn needs a rest sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
I like Lyris.
That you know of? You know what? Don't answer that. Forget I asked. Where were we going next?
And Isabel likes her as well.
Look! Can you believe it? There's life to the keep again.
Ha! That's your doing, isn't it? The Ard seems to think so. He'll want to see you. He's holding an audience in his war room right now.
What's this about a war room?
Ah, you're here too, Titanborn. You come with me. I have a message for you.
Fine, but if this is Kadik's idea of a joke, he won't.
We are agreed. If Eastern and Western Skyrim can put aside their differences in the face of the Grey Host, then the Reach can do so as well. Come forward, Freehand. No need to bow for the sake of kings.
Thank the gods we have better matters to attend to than the deployment of troops and suspicions of treachery. For a man called Despot, the Ard is in an agreeable mood. But that's not your concern. It's good to see you once more. Truthfully, Svana, when we learned that Markarth suffered an attack like the one you narrowly prevented in Solitude, she insisted that we offer aid, ostensibly to stop the Grey Host. But it seems we're a bit late for that. No doubt. They have proved very skilled at keeping to the shadows and biding their time. Hunting them down will not be easy. but I feel that's not how best to make use of the opportunity we've been given. The Grey Host's greatest weapon against us was our mutual mistrust. They preyed on our suspicions and fears, used our division to pick us apart one by one. The best way to prevent that from happening again will be to build trust and cooperation. An accord at least. It's a step in the... Trust takes time to build, but we must start... Well, yes, I do.
Okay. Savannah?
You seem more comfortable standing among kings and jarls than I do. Then again, you always did. It's good to see you again. Western Skyrim has begun to recover. With Fenn's elixir, our soldiers have been able to push back the Grey Host. I know the Reach has not been so fortunate. I persuaded Prince Ernskar and the Skald King to offer our support. I expected we'd be sending soldiers, but by the time we arrived, the people were dancing in the streets. I always heard stories of the City of Stone being a dark place where Flint... The people seem happier than I've ever seen. Made him my royal taster. I don't think the thought of being poisoned even crossed his mind, but he seems happy, so...
No matter what befalls Skyrim, we are Nords, we are strong, sure as bones. If I had my lute, I would sing it loud for all to... This business with the Grey Host is far from over. As long as Skyrim is threatened, I will be close by to lend a hand. The Reach is far from everyone's holdings. This Grey Host business started with me, though, and I always intended to see it through to the end. Thankfully, we prevailed this time. I do. She's an impressive young woman. Is Western Skyrim ready for Svanna? That's the more pertinent question. Solitude shuns the outside world, while Svanna reaches for it. We'll have to see how that works out in the end. I have no desire to replace a despot. Shore's bones. Why does I do. She's an impressive...
You're in a...
Right, last one.
That's kind of like a bar.
If you'd said only yesterday I'd play host to Nord rulers from across all Skyrim, I'd have told you the dead would live again before that happened. And here we are. A day of miracles. Tell me truthful, you had a hand in all this, aye? Alas, the monster that nearly brought my lands to ruin has paid the price for his wrongs. I could ask no more, and yet that which was taken has been returned as well. Where is Count Ravenwatch, if he thinks to escape my gratitude? Then his name and deeds will echo these halls for as long as I sit upon the throne, which'll be a while yet, thanks to you both, and so long as these Nords are good to their word. I've no idea what peace is like, but I'm eager to find out. We treat for peace. Our battles with the Grey Host have ravaged all our kingdoms and peoples. We each seek to rebuild and recover. Perhaps we'll do so together. At least we'll keep out of each other's way. I've need of a counselor. In spite of her treachery, Lady Belaine was a canny advisor. I need that again now, more than ever. Tell the witch, Arana, that I will offer her my ear, if she will share her wisdom. I suppose so. Can't just... It's a worthy holdfast, but not so much a city.
Right, lit Arana, is it? Yeah.
My ears are burning. Is that mine? Not even this gloomy old stone keep can dampen my spirits. My dreams hold true. Markarth is alive with joy. But you didn't approach to listen to me. What is it you wanted? I'm barely foot to stone and he's clamoring for my attention. I had no mind to stand by a throne when I first started my journey. Now, here we are. The Reach has suffered so much. I want to help restore the land. Aye, I can speak for myself. You have more important matters to attend to. There's a friend who's journeyed a long way to thank you personally for all you've done. 'Twould be rude to keep him waiting. There's an out-of-the-way chamber in the rear of the keep where you can meet. Now, I should find the Ard and make sure he thinks before he speaks. Aye.
Is this Verandis?
What do you want?
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, my friend.
Yeah.
Do forgive my ghastly appearance. It seems I spoke too soon.
Oh dear.
When I bade you a final farewell. I'm glad to have the opportunity to see you again, my friend. None of this would have been possible without you. As did I. When I took hold of the Darkstorm's power, I believed it would be the last thing I ever did. It was a force no mortal hands should wield. Still, with it, I was able to draw the souls out of the Dark Heart, return them to where they belonged. No, as the last of the Dark Heart's power ebbed away, I should have been trapped in Rodda's sanctuary realm. But I was forced out. Pushed, I'd say. I fell into the darkness of the slumbering heart. Then I emerged from it, like a moth from a cocoon. My soul became part of the Dark Heart, smelted inextricably into the fabric of its existence. So long as it remains dormant, its hold over me is tolerable. But I am bound to it nonetheless. If I am to be wed to this power, then I must ensure that it never gets used again. For that to happen, both the heart and I must fade into obscurity. House Ravenwatch will carry on without me. Arana will send them here to receive the news soon. I have no regrets. You gave me the opportunity to reckon with my past and pay penance. This journey has brought closure to the life of Count Verandis Ravenwatch. I have a fresh start. As do we all. The kings are soon to speak. You should be there. I have no idea what the future holds, but you seem to be the axis upon which this world turns. If it still has some use for me, I'm sure our paths will cross again. Until then, my friend.
Okay.
Arana said they'd be this way. Come on.
I'm glad he didn't die.
They said you were gone.
I was, and I will be again. We have much to discuss, but I will not be returning to House Ravenwatch.
But who will...
You three have no more need of a guardian. It's time I put the future of the Ravenwatch in your hands.
But you'll still visit, right?
Every chance I get.
They said Verandis was imprisoned in the Void, but he's here. Forgive, Adusa. You must be the one Gwendis and Fenorian spoke of. This one is honored to meet you. There was a time when this one felt more like a nursemaid than compatriot to those two. But Gwendis and Fenorian are no longer helpless kittens. Count Verandis need not worry. Adusa stands firm. House Ravenwatch will endure. House Ravenwatch has a long and noble tradition. This one will run the estate in Count Verandis' absence. She has done so before. As for the Ravenwatch, our work will continue. Gwendis is coming into her own, and Fenorian shows promise.
Good. Florian.
I don't know what I expected when Arana said there was someone waiting to see us, but I thought he was gone. I don't think there's anything left that could surprise me today. Forget I said that. Better not tempt fate. No, I don't mean to give the wrong impression. It's all just a bit much. Maybe I should sit down. Did he really say he wants us to take over the Ravenwatch?
He did.
Right. I didn't imagine it. The truth is, we were already considering the future of the Ravenwatch after you returned without Verandis. It seems that will bear further discussion. but I'm relieved that the circumstances are different. Your vote of confidence is always encouraging. Gwendis could use some of that as well, I think. Have a word with her, won't you? You're to endure as much of the cheer and praise as the Ard and his people can heap upon you. And you're to have absolutely nothing to do with evil vampires for at least, I don't know, a day? Think you can manage that? Remember, you're representing House Ravenwatch now. Consider this a diplomatic mission. I believe the Ard was calling for you when we spoke to Arana. He was headed to the audience chamber with the other rulers, last I saw.
This has been a great story.
Here and gone, here and gone. It's cruel to play with a girl's heart like this. But I'm glad Verandis kept his promise. Ugh, I'm having too many feelings right now. Great, terrible, everything in between. I've waited so long for Verandis to stop hovering over my shoulder. But I never thought it would be because he's not around. I realized something, though. When you and Lyris told me he wasn't coming back. I can't shed tears for him. It's not what he needs from me. He needs someone to carry on after him. To do the work he can't anymore. So that's what I'll do. Keep his legacy alive. Somebody has to keep tabs on all those pesky vampires. To that point, the three of us had been talking things over. About the future of House Ravenwatch. Given everything you've done for us, we want to make you an official member of the Ravenwatch. What do you say? Don't think it's just Verandis I expect to visit. It'd be nice bumping into you somewhere other than a moldy cavern once in a while. Castle Ravenwatch is always open to you. It's not like we have a shortage of guest rooms. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to give Verandis an earful. I think I heard the Ard calling for you when we were talking to Arana. They're making some proclamation in the audience chamber. Better not miss your accolades.
Okie dokie.
Well?
I thought you might enjoy a welcome surprise for once.
Finally! Not a moment too soon. Kadak's eager to demonstrate that he's the equal of any Nord king. He hopes it will legitimize his claim as king of the Reach. He's not wrong, but he'd look more a fool if I weren't here to keep his temper on a leash. That I am. It's a new dawn. For me, for Markarth, for the Reach. After all you've done to bring it back from the brink of oblivion, putting up with Kadak's arse-headed notions is the least I can do to make sure it wasn't wasted effort. Let's not stretch the bones of reason. There'll be no shortage of bickering and cursing in our future, but there's trust. So long as we both want what's best for the Reach, that'll do. Best to see him now. I can see him casting glares our way.
Fair adventurers. Come and go as you please. Keep 3 kings and a jarl biding on their thumbs in a crowded hall. Suppose you've heard that right, Rover. Near everybody in this room wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
Make some biscuits and what okay, thank you.
simply put. I like that. In doing what needed doing, you brought all the crowns of Skyrim to one hall. You put the Grey Host back in the ground, and you gave us clear skies. At last, we can see where we must go. Take this with all our faith. Three hands of Markarth, you long-suffering lot, I call my kin. We've survived another long night, darker than we've ever known, but we didn't endure it alone. Against the Grey Host we found unlikely allies, and put aside old grudges. Together, we not only survived, we flourished.
We owe these miracles to the efforts of all kinds. Reachman, Nord, Vampire, Outlander. Heroes of every stripe. Let us follow their example. We have warred together. We celebrate together. Let us rebuild together.
From this day forward, we clash mugs instead of swords. Peace and prosperity to all our kingdoms. Cheers to the heroes of Skyrim.
Let us remember them with song and drink. We, the children of Skyrim, we shall endure.
Are you done, fellas? Okay. Right, I think that is Markarth done. So, where are we going next? Have we done Blackwood? I can't remember. We might have done it. Actually, yes, very. Did we? Yes, I think we finished Blackwood. So that means Deadlands. Okay, we shall do that next time. Right guys, thank you for watching. If you're still there random, thanks for chatting. And I'll see you tomorrow. This is Olgrey signing off.